Um, Arcane Labyrinth is an event that you can repeat several times a day, and it will give you different rewards. So I'll start. I had already started one, but I'll start one just to show how it goes. First things first, once you open these, you will be presented with increasing difficulties. Each time you clear one, you will be given some uh, envelopes, brown ones. And once you reach the final one, you can repeat this endlessly. The rankings here depend on who clears the 20th floor more times, and this requires a comp that can be acquired easily. You can do this in amount of times you want, so let's try this. First, you will choose heroes that you will enter your labyrinth with. I'll just choose manually to show you what you may want to run. First, to clear the level, Aaron is the best option. So let's say you go Aaron, the typical combo, which is Aaron almost Damien. Then you can go Bonnie and Arden, for instance. If you don't have Bonnie, you can go Arden and Lily May. I'll use Bonnie. You can also use healers because you will need healers for the last part. So I'll just going to add those three and Rowan. Since now we have a new hero which is awesome for this, I'll just add him, which is Colin. I think he's going to be a nice option, and I'm not sure why these have this thing here. I think they will be increased the level because they are not at least Supreme Plus, so yeah. Who else would need? We need like Thoran because we need a tank for the last levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So since I usually don't use Arden, I'll just remove him. And I'm not sure if I want to use this guy. But yeah, I think this would be the team that I'll run. I mean, you can choose something different. This is just a demonstration for now. Once you cleared it once, it will give you that advice. You can just go through. Once you open the labyrinth, you will be presented with options. Each option will be either a rune to be added here to the relic, or items. In this case, a crystal gate is nice because you will get twice the amount of crystals that you will be using later. In here, normally I would use Damien, but since Damien sometimes don't heal enough, I'll change it for Ludovic. And let's put Lily May. In here, you can use any artifact that you have from the season, and you have to pay attention to here. You are not going to have faction tiles, you're going to have faction strategies, and sometimes the faction weaknesses and bonuses are important. For now, it's not really important, so I'll just start pushing. I'll multiply this because I don't want to make a long video. After your first clear, you are going to be given your prize and presented with two options. Since the relics we want is not Swiftblade, we want 4 specific ones, and I'm going to show them when they appear. I'll just go for another crystal gate. Having crystals in this mode is really important, so whenever you are presented with a crystal gate, just take it. Unless it's like a powerful enemy, then the powerful enemy is better in the relics that we need. Second one cleared. We have already 200. This is the first one we want. Sanctuary Relic for Vitality. So I'll choose it. Let's see, it gave us 15. Second one that we may want, it's Potential. This is one of the options that we want for the secondary ones. The other is a red one, Guard, which is a blue one, and probably a green one. I really don't like the green they go for. I go for this one instead. In here, normally I would suggest you go for the Potential relic, but since we have a lot of crystals, and the next level is going to give us a random relic, which is the boss one, I will try to force one of those relics into something that Fizz is selling. Like I mentioned, these two relics are the ones that you can go for, Potential and Warmth, and the other is Garth. The final one is a red one that I forgot, it's to increase percentage health. So I don't think this is going to be the best run, so I'll just buy these ones and go for the boss. I'm hoping the boss is going to give me one of those three instead of a random one. Let's see. At this point, we got Swift Blade. I would recommend you to restart if you didn't get the 4 relics that you need, because at this point you have not wasted maybe more than 5 minutes, but if you keep going, you're not going to recover from this. So what I will do now is just restart to show you which relics you will need, and I'll just do it quicker next time. So let's go. Item, that's not something we need, we restart. Not something we need, we restart. Remember, since you don't lose any points by restarting, it's better to just restart. Okay, this is the other one we need, Fortitude, so let's go. And this formation is kind of the fastest to clear a level, so. Okay, second. I know this one we want, but I told you to go always for crystals, so let's go for crystals. This is like a coin toss, because if the boss gives you something you need, instead of you could have gone for the potential one, you may have to restart. But also, if you end up getting the rune that you need, you will get more crystals. So since this is early in the levels, you can just go for crystals and go for it. Now, we don't need speed recovery. We may use a potion, so just go for the potion. I mean, it's a waste. You can restart if you want. I'll just go for it because this is going to be a long video if I don't. And this is our final pick. It's either the store or a rune. It's always that, the store or something. So I'll pick something. If you see, we just have one rune. Not the best, but out of this, if we get either yellow, Garth, potential, or warmth, I'll keep them. If not, I'll restart. And we got... oh, sorry, it's just this one. Guard, perfect. Guard is one of the ones we want. In here, you're presented three options. The blue option we want, it's called Rebound Shield. It's not here, so we can use 25 crystals to change them. And now we are presented with three. So the option here is always go for the higher level ones. And since we want shields, I'll use this one because this may give us shields later. This one is also nice, but since we are going to swap them for something later, it doesn't really matter. Here we are totally screwed. We don't need any of these. So, I mean, I'll just reset because this is not working. I just showed you, you need these two plus the yellow one, and either potential or warmth. Those are the fours that you need, okay? Let's keep trying. Potential is okay, is one of the ones we want. Perfect, fortitude. I'll just pick this to avoid not getting the 4. I know I said the other one. If you have time, just go for the crystal. It's better in the long run. Okay, here we're presented with the third one. It's perfect because we are almost at the boss and we already have 3. And finally, we're going to go here. If he sells the yellow one, no, not this one, the other yellow, I would get it. Now, usually I get this one because this doubles, well, it gets you 20% more than what you have, but if we buy it, it will give us 20% of 5, so that's nothing, and we will take a lot of time to just regain 75, so I'll just go onwards and hope that he gives us one of these 3 or the yellow one we want, but if not, I think I'll just go forward. At this point I have the 3 that I want. Perfect, it gave us 2 potential. We don't have a rebound shield, so we're going to go for another one. And again, no rebound shield, so that's fine. I'm going to go for this one. Since we're going to use Iran, this is going to be most of the time, right? Now, this is not the one we want. This is the I forgot the name, Vitality, I think, or something. Because this is Fortitude. So I'll just go for the potion. Normally you don't go for potions because you are not supposed to let your heroes die, but well, whatever. Okay, we'll go for this one. By level 9 you pretty much need to have your 4 runes, so we have 2 more. Here I'll just go for this one. It's not something we need, but if you see it says enemy heroes under control effects receive extra damage, right? And since we have Aaron, this will work pretty much nice. But we're going to change that later. Perfect, this is Sanctuary, this is the last one we need. And after this, we are just going to go for crystals. Or powerful enemies. I'll go for Corroding Storm because I can trade this later for something better. This map changed, so let's just move our heroes. And just in case. Okay, I'll pick this one because we can change it later for something we need. I don't really need this one. I'll explain what we are looking for. Always go for powerful enemies because this gives you twice the relics. So this will give you another rune option. If you see these ones, or crests, sorry, these crests are of different colors or different tiers. We're going to need one cold rebound shield, which is blue, then 2 or 3 here, which is verdict shield, health shield, and chained shield. So verdict and chained are purple, and health shield is a red one. So let's continue. Oh, I forgot to change the positioning, but in here it's not so important. Okay, we have cost of corruption. I'll choose this one because we can change it later. If not, I could start using crystals, but since I don't have that much, I'm saving them for last. This is going to be a tough one because we have pretty much no crystals. Remember the other ones we did? We had like 200 or 300 by 3rd level. So that's going to be a really different scenario for us. Oh, I forgot to change the snowman. Just in case. I mean, that's fine, but... Okay, here I didn't get anything good, so I will just use one to try to get the rebound shield. Here it is, right? So this is the easiest one to get because it's blue and it's like the core of your comp. In here, I'll go... I'm not sure. I'll go for Fortitude to try to make it higher tier. The higher the tier, the better the relics that you get. So keep that in mind for like future. I think that one is fine. Finally, you never choose this one in here. This is the level 14. After 13, you will use the gems you have to try to get the crest that you need. So first of all, we're going to trade I think this one. This is the least important, and we're looking for verdict shield, health shield, or chained shield. So these are not useful, but remember that I told you that we need shields, so this one is useful. Now let's trade logistics champion. No useful one. Let's trade corroding storm. No, so that's what I am trying to use the red ones because they give us at least purple, and we're looking for purple. So We may not be able to get the combo this time. We have just 2 more. No. And the final one. Double cast, no. So we didn't get the combo, we just got one part. This is not going to work this time, but let's see if we get them with luck just by defeating the enemies. After here, you're starting to get like a different composition. You no longer need Aaron because this is just a boss. So you can start changing your comp here. I would recommend something like this because this will protect your heroes, and another damage dealer or a tank. So maybe something like this. This will give us 2 runes. Let's see where. Sanctuary, perfect. We got Fervent Protection and Swift Healing. This one is fine because it's more shield. We still need Verdict and Chained, but let's try. I mean, we have one option here still. Again, we can change the formation because now we're against enemies. And I would recommend changing also your artifact and everything to try to get more safe kills. Remember that you can't replay a level if you don't win unless it's the last level. We got 1 here, so no luck. This is level 17. Levels change, they are not always the same. In this case, I'm not sure if this is going to be enough to kill them. Let's see. So I know Bonnie pretty much kills anything, so and potential, okay, no